I'm Howie Scarborough. I'm the CEO of Fall Protection Distributors. We've recently written a blog about CMG standing seam roofs and compatible fall protection equipment that's safe to use on those roof systems to protect both the panels and the workers. So if you jump into this blog, you'll see we go into depth into the different panels. We make it very easy to identify what panel you're working on. There's lots of specs and pictures. And in each section, there's this link that says Roof Anchor Compatibility Chart. So if you'll click that, it just jumps you down to the bottom of the page. We have a quick reference chart here. So you can see all the different panels are across the top and the different products. There's an alternative product here at the bottom, but the different seam-mounted products here. And as you can see, we're very compatible with their systems as long as you're working on a non-curved 22 or 24 gauge steel. These seam-mounted products are going to work for you. So starting with the SSRA1, this is a seam-mounted single worker tie-off. It uses 12 non-penetrating set screws to lock onto the seam, and it has a removable D-ring. So we offer two different set screws with the SSRA1. The first is just the standard cup tip, and that's intended for 22 gauge steel. That's going to torque to 90 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds, but inch-pounds. Doesn't use a lot of torque. Now, if you are working on 24 gauge steel, you want to switch over to the nylon tip set screws. So everything's the same, except there's a nylon bushing in the end of the set screw, which is a softer bite on the panel for that little bit lighter 24 gauge steel. And we're going to torque that from 180 to 200 inch-pounds. Once you have those in place, if you want to add walkboards, you can mount two anchors about 8 feet apart, remove the D-rings, and you can drop a pair of SSRA2 roof jack adapters on top of those. So that setup's going to allow you to put a 10-foot wooden walkboard on the roof with no penetrations. So the roof jack adapters are both seam height adjustable as well as roof pitch adjustable. If you need a temporary 100-foot horizontal lifeline, you can take two SSRA1s, remove the D-rings, and mount an SSRA3 Anchor Plate on top. And because of the grooves cut in that anchor plate, that's going to adjust from 12 to 24 inch wide seams. So you would have one of those assemblies at each end of your 100-foot rope. So we offer a kit that has everything. So the kit it has 4 SSRA1 anchors, 2 SSRA3 anchor plates, and includes the 100-foot rope. And that rope does have a line tensioner. So if you're worried about shorter roofs, you can shorten the rope to any distance that you need. If you need a permanent lifeline, we offer an industry-exclusive Super Anchor 120-foot permanent lifeline kit. That's galvanized steel cable, seam clamps, base plates, and 5-inch riser posts. So that's more for permanent installations. Now, if you're working on a 612 to 1212 roof, doesn't have to be a metal roof, 612 to 1212, there's an alternative product called the Ridge Pro. So the Ridge Pro is very simply, it's a ridge hook that mounts on the end of a 16-foot pole. You climb a ladder, you use the pole to run that Ridge Pro up the roof, flip it over the peak. You've now secured a vertical lifeline that's attached to your harness. So as soon as you step off the ladder to the roof, you're already tied off the entire time. It's the safest way to do a repair and inspection. You get back to the ladder, you release the hook, and you get safely back to the ground. It's also great for first man up. So if you've got a 3 or 4 man crew and somebody needs to go up and install some additional anchors, that's what the Ridge Pro is really good for. That worker is still tied off until the last man is off the roof. He can release that anchor and come down. So if you have a question about any of these products or any of these panels, our phone number is up here at the top of the website. Email us at support@fallpd.com. And this little blue circle in the bottom right corner of the website, this is our live chat. Just let us know how we